Hello, 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 and welcome back to yet another Coinsider live stream. This week, I am going to do a little bit less streams, but usually I try to do them as often as possible, weekdays at 12 noon Eastern. So if you think these streams are valuable, if you like joining a group of serious retail investors to really dig into various topics, then I strongly suggest that you subscribe and join me at this set time as often as you can. You don't even need to wonder when it's going to be. You know it's 12 noon Eastern on weekdays. Um one sec. And by the way, check out this. Fellow DAOs, how are you? Chat, let me know if you're a fellow retail DAO. Anyhow, today we are going to talk about the stablecoin explosion. And no, that does not mean our USDC or USDT is going to go to like $2 from $1, right? No, I'm talking about the industry or the sector of stablecoins really becoming the hottest sector in all of crypto. And we're going to talk about the biggest ones here: Circle, Plasma, Stable, Bridge. But I'm also going to mention some DeFi ones too. Don't you worry, I have not forgotten about the DeFi stablecoin projects as well. But, oh, and also, I'm looking to launch my Hyperliquid Season 3 points and airdrop guide this week, most likely. This week, early next week at the absolute latest, but I'm going to aim for this week, so definitely subscribe to this channel if you want to catch that. It is going to be so valuable. I promise you. I guarantee you. But anyhow, this stream is all about stablecoins, and check this out. Check this out. This is why you should care. This is why you should be bullish. Circle is now trading at 2 Nvidias. I think this is like the P&E premium. Plasma just raised 500 million at a 50 bill valuation. Tether has floor. Okay, so this is a little bit like a little bit exaggerated, but Tether has 4 employees and makes more money last year than all the BRICS countries combined. Don't you get it yet? Little bit exaggerated, but the point is stablecoins are freaking like the hottest sector in all of crypto, and that's why you should care. And that's why I want to dig into this today. And we got to start off with none other than Circle. Circle Internet Group just IPO'd. And check this out. Check this out. It rocketed to 140 from, remember, they're talking about the IPO price. Alex, how do we make money off stables? By buying the tokens or stock of these companies. And that could be for the DeFi projects too. But Circle, you can buy on Robinhood. This I would be careful about. I am bullish long term, but this is quite euphoric. And I think if the market has a downturn, then it will correct quite a bit. But remember, Circle was talking about IPOing at like a share price of like $23 or so. And it went up to freaking 138. That's like 5x almost, right? That's freaking crazy. Circle absolutely rocketed, arguably the hottest stock in the world this past 7 days. And check this out. Circle is trading at a 27 billion valuation, and we were arguing if it was worth 5 billion last week, and some folks are still bearish. I simply don't know what to tell you. Circle stock price. That's not the right Circle. Check this out. Like, yes, it corrected a little bit, but zoom out. Look at this rocket ship from IPO Oh my goodness. And look at its market cap, 26 billion right here. Let me just zoom in for you. Where's the market cap? 26 billion. P&E ratio at freaking 1,000, which is insane. Right? Now, here's something interesting for you. Remember how there would supposedly be a bidding war between Ripple and Coinbase for Circle at like 6 bill, and then it was like 9 to 10 bill? However, Ripple CEO said that they never offered to buy Circle. Brad Garlinghouse denies Ripple's reported $5 billion bid to acquire Circle. But you know what? Good thing Circle didn't either way. Good thing that didn't happen, because now at $26 billion, insane. The markets are so hungry for stablecoin exposure. But check this out. Even retail could have gotten in on it. Did any of y'all buy through Robinhood? Remember, Robinhood lets you invest in IPOs. But here's the thing. Not everyone got all the shares they are asking for. Most people only got a small fraction of it. So if you got any, you made a killing off of it, of course. Here's the thing, though. Not gonna lie, I feel a bit salty about Circle's success. Crypto natives, and especially DeFi users, were early USDC adopters. We were the core user base. But we had no upside from their success. I mean, sure, we can buy Circle with TradFi accounts, but it siphons money from crypto to TradFi. But I want to back stablecoins that reward their early supporters. That's true, folks. We all using USDC. But did we get an airdrop for it? No, we did not. So Circle is great, but arguably it did not benefit and reward its early adopters and their core user base, like you and I, chat. Now, so that's the question. Did it benefit its core user base? Arguably, no. So who did it benefit? Did it benefit its insiders? Well, arguably no too. Because look, it's a weird IPO and hugely beneficial to insiders. Normal IPOs have a 90 to 180 day lockup period. In this case, they immediately received liquidity as their shares were part of the IPO, which would imply he kind of got effed by a sale price. Insiders literally got rugged by the IPO. They sold their shares in the IPO, and now it rocketed 5x more, which means the bankers got a 5x. The bankers won. It wasn't Circle insiders that are feeling the glee. I mean, if they held some, if they didn't sell all their shares, then sure, they're happy now. Usually they have set periods where they can sell. But it's the bankers right now that are so happy that they got the 5x. 1 second, folks. BRB. Okay, sorry about that. I am back. Can y'all still hear me all right? Uh, 、 Okay, one sec. Sorry. Back to this. So yeah, my point is that Circle insiders weren't necessarily the ones that benefited from this 5x rocket ship. Now, let's see. Remember how institutions are really hungry for the stablecoin exposure, though. That's why BlackRock was said to buy 10% of the IPO shares. So it's prudent not to fade BlackRock, right? That's why maybe everyone's looking to get exposure on the public markets. Okay. Yes, I'm going to share, Vinayak, I'm going to share all the details you want here about Plasma in a bit. And yes, they will have their own token to answer your question. But first, we're at Circle. Circle first, and then Plasma next, okay? Here's something, though. You're asking if you should buy Circle, right? Aiden asked that. Well, check this out. What percentage of Circle buyers understand that Coinbase owns 50% of their revenues from USDC? Coinbase has a contractual right to 50% of the profits from USDC reserves. It's actually much worse. Coinbase keeps 100% of USDC revenue when tokens are minted on Coinbase, and 50% of all. And look, Circle was trading at a third or even a half of Coin. Let's see Coinstock. Coinstock. 64 bill. It's like close to a half. This is completely divorced from fundamentals and reality, right? Like Coinbase should be much more, or Circle should be much less. So eventually it's going to get to equilibrium. But like I said, a lot of people are bullish because check this out. There are a lot of regulatory tailwinds, like the Genius Act, just a lot of regulatory clarity, and they're cementing their long-term presence in the US, right? So there's a lot of tailwinds for Circle. And you know what? You may be wondering, what does that mean for Tether? If Tether was trading at the same earnings multiple as Circle, their valuation would be over 2 trillion. Is Circle overextended? Because remember, Tether makes so much money. Tether prints. And Tether has way more. Tether has market cap of 155 bill, and USDC, it's at 61 bill. So Tether makes a lot more. Let's just put it that way. And some other stuff is, hello. Every investment bank and CEO is staring at this number right now saying it's go time. Get ready for an onslaught of crypto IPOs. So we're looking at Gemini, we're looking at Kraken, and a bunch of other ones that may come this year. And here's the thing. I think we need to be careful, though, because some people are saying IPOs are a top signal. And I honestly think that that may be the case. I really think that once all these IPOs happen, it will be a strong top signal. Mark my words, chat. Let me know in the chat if you agree or disagree. But that's what I'm thinking. Now, let's switch to Plasma that Vinayak asked about. Okay, so if you've been around Crypto X lately, you must have heard about this because this was arguably the biggest news yesterday. Let me just pull up all the... There's a lot to talk about for Plasma, so give me a sec to pull it all up. Okay, so Plasma had a token sale of sorts, and they raised so much for the deposit cap. 500 mil. And check this out. Deposits went live, initial 250 mil cap reached in under 1 minute, got extended, filled again in seconds. Only 1,108 people got in. Top depositors put in a fat chunk. And someone even spent 39 ETH in gas to deposit. This was crazy. And someone was like, what the hell is Plasma? This honestly feels like it came out of nowhere, unless you were paying attention. Right? And we'll cover what it is, but it's a stablecoin platform, obviously. It has to do with stablecoins. But remember Kobe's platform, Echo? They announced Sonar, a new product that allows anyone to host a public token sale. And they're the ones that Plasma used to do this. Now, check this out. What is Plasma, though? What is it? Well, with Plasma, USDT transfers are free. Exactly, Vinayak. We are in a stablecoin narrative right now. USDT transfers are free. Plasma uses a separate system to avoid slowing the main chain, shielded transactions, and fees can be paid in USDT or BTC as Plasma auto swaps them for the right token. What is Plasma? It's the blockchain for stablecoins, bro. Bitcoin is super secure. All the transactions will be settled there, but there's still EVM compatibility. USDT transfers are free, and there will be shielded transactions. So it's a blockchain for stablecoins. Let's see. So here's their website. XPL is their token. And they do stablecoins, USDT, purpose-built for stablecoins. And if we go to learn and about, check this out. Purpose-built. Thousands of transactions per second, zero fee transfers. You got to love that. Settlement on Bitcoin, EVM compatibility, etc., etc. It's basically, they're like stablecoins are honestly one of the best use cases of crypto, but legacy blockchains aren't the best for them. So they're building a purposeful blockchain just for stablecoin stuff, right? Purpose-built blockchain for stablecoins. Now, one interesting thing about their ICO was that they had a vault deposit process. So you deposit stablecoins into the Plasma vault on Ethereum, and then your time-weighted share of total deposits determines your allocation. Before the sale, the vault locks. At mainnet beta, your position bridges to Plasma, becomes withdrawable, and XPL is distributed. So you have to deposit stablecoins into a vault to determine your allocation in the public sale. So yesterday was just the vault deposit period and not the main sale. And mainnet's not even out yet. So check this out. Deposits are now live. This is yesterday, June 9th. And Justin Sun got in like crazy. He was one of the big whales that got in. Wall Street's taking over. Get used to it. Good for our bags, bad for the cypherpunk vision, in my opinion. And this is, look, Plasma, but like what? It's not even real yet. It makes zero money. It has zero users. So it really is the stablecoin narrative, like Vinayak said. Plasma raised 500 mil in literal seconds for something that nobody seems to be able to describe in detail. This tells me that we're back to speed running. This is the super cycle we all dreamed of. The bubble of all bubbles is about to inflate. I think it's a bad reputation because there was a lot of like shady stuff in its past, and they used the customer funds for some stuff. Remember all that stuff? They had a lot of FUD, but they've gotten out of that alive, and now they have so much money that they're pretty much untouchable. I think they are pretty much back. We don't have to really worry about that anymore these days. But anyhow, folks, that is Circle and Plasma, but there's more. There is more than just these. Check this out. Stable. Have y'all seen this? Stable. A stable chain backed by Bitfinex and USDTO. It's a liquidity protocol for unified liquidity protocol for USDT. Stable, a new layer 1 blockchain where USDT is the native gas and peer-to-peer USDT transfers are free, built for institutions, designed for scale. So this sounds really similar to Plasma, doesn't it? It sounds really... Okay, stablecoins move more money than Visa. They power DeFi, emerging markets, and cross-border trade. What is stable? What is it? Check this out. Native gas, a new L1, where it's the native gas, free peer-to-peer transfers. USDTO enables, this is the new protocol, enables seamless cross-chain transfers. Smart contracts run on stablecoins. Apps can offer gasless UX. Fiat on-ramps plug in natively, and throughput is guaranteed with enterprise lanes. So this is more institutional focused and TradFi focused, and is backed by Tether and Bitfinex, their power, right? Plasma has to do with Bitcoin security, EVM compatibility, and more DeFi stuff, while Stable is more for institutions, right? This is their website. It doesn't really even have that much, but it's so hyped because it's in the stablecoin narrative and backed by Bitfinex and USDTO, right? Actually, let's take a look at this. USDTO is a protocol for USDT. Ensures fast, secure, and cost-efficient cross-chain transfers, all while maintaining a strict one-to-one backing with USDT. It's like a cross-chain protocol for USDT, essentially. Plasma makes money if you buy their token, potentially. XPL, which is not out yet, so don't get scammed, Franklin. But there's more, guys. There's more than just Stable, Plasma, and Circle. Check this out. Let me pull up. You guys remember Bridge? Stripe, arguably the biggest internet finance company, acquired Stablecoin. This is last year, by the way. Bridge in a $1.1 billion deal. Depends on what valuation they open in. If it's under $1 billion, then maybe. Bridge is being acquired by Stripe. So Stripe is now bullish on stables and crypto again. Because remember, they reintegrated crypto payments in the US after giving it up in the past. They gave up Bitcoin payments in the past, and now they're back. And check this out. Bridge is a payments platform that helps like businesses and whatnot deal with stablecoins, with issuance, orchestration, cards, wallets, cross-border payments. That's what they're all about. And Stripe is also introducing stablecoin financial accounts that allows businesses to hold a stablecoin balance, send and receive funds, accessible from 101 countries. They are bullish on this too. Stripe is bullish on stablecoins. But some people may be like, these are boring though. These are all CeFi projects. And that's not what we're here for. Well, fortunately, there are DeFi stablecoins too, like Athena. Remember that? I'm a fan of Athena and ENA. ENA, their token. I'm a fan. I have some. Not a huge bag, but I definitely have some. So Athena is one you can look into. And remember this, Sky? This used to be MakerDAO, but they rebranded to Sky and USDS. Upgraded version of DAI. Remember DAI? You guys must have remembered that. Sky is the upgrade of Maker. I don't even like their new rebrand, but they stuck with it, so it's whatever. I guess it's okay. Do you guys like Sky or MakerDAO? Let us know. Anyhow, another one is Frax. Look, scalable stablecoin infrastructure, and they have Frax USD stablecoin, etc., etc. And then Usual protocol too. Usual is also a newer one. They have stablecoin USDO, RWA stablecoin that aggregates various US Treasury bill tokens. And they have USDO++ liquid staking version. So yeah, DeFi, guys. Y'all may want DeFi. You said Circle didn't benefit us with an airdrop. Well, guess what? These things could potentially. Well, actually, some of these are already out for a while, so maybe not an airdrop per se, but they're more crypto native. I'm not a fan of Hashgraph Hedera. I just think they're a dino coin that's kind of like just not really doing anything. But yeah, folks, today we looked at Circle. We looked at Circle. We looked at Plasma, Stable, Bridge, and then some DeFi projects. But check this out. I want to really say that I'm bullish on the stablecoin narrative, of course. Don't really have that much exposure besides Athena, and that's a small part of it. But I think this is big for us. This is real adoption, right? And for all of y'all here, I want to invite y'all to join Retail DAO. We are the DAOs. Check this out. We are the DAOs. And we are a community of serious retail investors who is a token gated community, but we share alpha, we share opportunities. We're very active. We're even active during the bear market, always looking for opportunities, always digging, always sharing stuff with each other. It's really the best community that I've ever been a part of in terms of retail investors. So you should definitely join. Link is in the description, but it's token gated. You only need 20K retail tokens, which is not that expensive right now. It's like $12. You go to Base, get ETH on Base, Uniswap, and yeah, I mean, you just swap for it and then join our Discord and then go through the token gating process. But there's actually where is my video on it? One sec. /retail DAO. One sec. I'm going to check this out. Here is a guide. How to buy retail tokens step by step in order to join Retail DAO. It is in the Retail DAO YouTube channel. It's the only video there right now. But yeah, you guys should definitely join. And I'll keep this one short and sweet because we really dug into all the stablecoin stuff I wanted to. We looked at Circle and how that absolutely rocketed and maybe a sign of things to come. And then we looked at Plasma and Stable, Bridge, and then a few DeFi stablecoin projects just for you to take a look at. We will do audience things in future stream, maybe like tomorrow or Thursday. So please save this for that. That's good to hear. I'm a welcome fellow DAO. All right. I know this was a short one, but no need to drag this on further. I really hope you guys got value out of this in terms of looking into the stablecoin explosion. I will catch y'all in the next stream.